doesn't matter what you believe in. Now, before that statement gets blown out of proportion into major distortion to form a negative feeling, listen to what I have to say, and then choose your meaning. You see, I was raised by parents whose demise was summarised when they were baptised. Surprised and perplexed, they both like to hedge their bets on what comes next, so instead of religion, they raised me and my brother to help one another to be a good person. To not be hesitant, but to try and be excellent at being a good person. To be in favour of helping our neighbour runs along the equator of our childhood nature and serves as our testament. But I'd like to make precedent and suggest and clarify before I get started that, well, I'm not perfect, and self-confess that just like anyone I could be self-obsessed, self-oppressed. But I often find myself waking up in the middle of the night from nightmare blues, confused and bruised from distorted views, cracked visions, dazed and sleepless, as I listen to the rambling bleakness of traffic passing by my bedroom window and the glowing of a late-night TV show still playing ceaseless, speechless. I ask myself, why do people listen to the ooze we get taught on television, or the misuse of the news's unnatural decision accompanied by social media's immediate system? And what about the abuse that gets transfused through family tradition? When will people finally hear some truths? We take example from our fruitful youth, to have the recognition that our sexual opposition is just superstition, a patriarchal precondition, a serious disposition. You don't need to be a mathematician to work out that job times wages to the power of gender should be equal tender. Do you want to offend her, or be the defender? Why do we live in a world where curvy women have to hesitate and contemplate whether they're overweight or look a certain way? Where men feel emasculated, humiliated that they don't tessellate what society dictates? Checkmate. Another cycle. Another orchestrated spiral where we hurriedly look to the most popular idol. And it always seems to boil down to the same answer of how we've been educated. It's outdated, it's overrated, it hasn't compensated for the technology we've incorporated. We've been manipulated, agitated, obligated to have graduated. But let's take it back a few steps, because it's not about your race, the colour of your face, your birthplace, the food that you taste, how you fill your bookcase, what you search on cyberspace. The internet. Dead set clarification for any granted situation, so why is there still segregation, discrimination, a downhill violation to our population? When will people have the realisation that perhaps the initiation of cooperation, integration, is the answer to our salvation? To think the only difference between you and me is our history. The injury, the victory, the contradictory whiplash of social misery. But why should that delay and lead astray the simplicity that our similarity is our humanity? As a symphony, we all have the ability to reject bigotry and skillfully sculpt symmetry, freely and liberally, no matter what you think religiously, scientifically. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter what we believe in. Thank you.